I want you to take a look at something really quickly. According to this really recent study by the Entertainment Software Association, 2/3 of Americans play video games pretty regularly. So that means that if you're watching this video right now, you probably love playing video games. And so do I. Ow. But have you ever felt that you just play a little bit too much and that maybe it's just affecting your life? Well, stick around for this video because today I'm going to show you 3 ways to not only keep playing video games without being like a failure, but also how to play your life like an actual video game. Just make sure you don't skip number 2 because I've been using it for the past couple years and it definitely helps me be a lot more productive. Before we begin though, please guys hit me with a like, sub, share, comment, whatever you want. It helps the channel a lot more than you think, and hopefully if you help me, I can help you just become a little bit of a better person and maybe more productive. Let's get into the video. What's up you guys, it's your boy Stormshine, and today we're going to talk about the almighty topic, video games. I've been playing video games since I was a fucking child. My first console was a Nintendo 64 that I think just spawned into my hands because I don't remember who bought it for me, and then it was a Game Boy. So I've been playing for at least a couple decades at this point. And if you're anything like me, maybe you just play a little bit too much every once in a while. I lost. Oh my god, bro. But is that a bad thing? I guess like everything, it just really depends. But what I can say is that a lot of people either play video games or are productive. And somehow they haven't found a way to actually mesh them together like I have. And it's not easy to actually find a good balance between those two things. It took me a while, it took me a long time actually, but I'm here to help you guys. So without any more preamble, let's get into number 1. Tip number 1 today is start trying to use video games as a reward, not as an escape. I would bet money that you most likely one day have felt pretty shitty and just turned on some Call of Duty, turned on some Red Dead, and just chill, take in the scenery, and relax a little bit. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Video games are supposed to help you and are supposed to give you a little bit of de-stress in these moments where your life just feels like it's completely fucked up beyond all recognition. But one of the issues start arising when you actually start using this as a coping mechanism for you not enjoying your life in general. Escapism and video gaming is a huge thing. So understand why you actually play it. If you want to get faded and cross-up your homies in 2K, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you do it because you don't like what's going on in your present situation, that's a big problem. So basically what I want you to do right now is realize how much you're playing a day or a week or whatever, and ask yourself, why are you playing? Why? Have you ever booted up your console and just scrolled through the store or scrolled through your games and not wanted to play anything, but yet you're still laying there in bed or on your couch thinking, man, I want to play something, and it sucks? That right there might start becoming a problem. So the point here is, try to live your life and use what gives you dopamine, in this case video gaming, and start using it as a reward for yourself, not as a replacement. Basically, I want you to try to start leveling up in your life and giving yourself the item or the quest reward after you level up. So for example, right now, I would much rather be doom scrolling and playing CS2. But what I can do is finish recording this video, spice it up, edit it a little bit, and then I can play an hour, 2 hours of whatever I want because I deserve it. And I mentally prepared myself to give myself the dopamine at the end, not at the beginning. Because I know for a fucking fact that you most likely have wanted to do something in your life and then say, you know what, I'm chilling. And then you hit that PlayStation button, the beep happens, and you're lost in the sauce, baby.
So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
You can get, how you get lost in the sauce?
Especially with Gen Z and people my age, where sometimes hypothetically we might hit the pendulum and then just zone the fuck out while playing. Don't get me wrong though, I love destroying some people in UFC, Dragon Ball Fighters, or any fighting game for that matter, but use it as a reward. Stop using it as an excuse to not live out your dreams. You want to think of this almost as if you were putting pause on your game instead of just quitting out and giving up in general. The path of least resistance is always going to be the easier one. So obviously, loading up Steam or booting up the Xbox is always going to be much easier than grinding out what you want for yourself in your life. And this definitely links in with my second tip, which is hugely important. It's actually one of the biggest things that have helped me during these past years of my life, which is gamify your life. I want you to think of something. If real life XP existed, what would be the things that give you XP? Would it be working out? Would it be studying? Would it be going to work? Would it be making some money? What would it be for you? Everyone's life is different and everyone's goals are different. So you have to establish what you want. If you like gaming, you most likely like the aspect of leveling up and getting better as time goes on. Life is exactly like that, or at least it's supposed to be like that. You can set up your own way of getting a little bit of XP every single day. You can do it via journaling and setting up little boxes for yourself, which is actually a really cool idea if you're into journaling, drawing, or at least being organized. Or you can actually look for other websites or other applications that help you. I'll give you a clear example. Duolingo. That owl right there, I know he's really annoying, but every time that you do a lesson, you do a practice session, you're gonna level up your streak and you're gonna level up your XP, literally, in the app. That right there is a way to gamify language. I'll give you another one. I have an app called Strong. Strong is an app for bodybuilding and basically working out at the gym, where you write out all your routines, basically write down what you did that day lifting. This app will actually give you graphs of how you do over time, and it'll also tell you how much you lifted that entire day. And there's nothing more rewarding than working out when you didn't want to work out and then looking at your phone and it's saying that you lifted 3,000 pounds that day. Even if it's a light day at the gym, your brain will go, holy shit, I actually lifted 3,000 pounds that day? That's crazy. And you will feel better, I promise you. But as always, one of the most important things here is understanding what you want in your life. Not what your friend wants, not what your girlfriend wants, not what your boyfriend wants, what you want. So as always, I just recommend journaling a little bit and finding out what you want to do in life. Once that is done, you can start gamifying and leveling up that XP, baby. And like I said for number one, once you start reaching different levels in your life, you'll be able to reward yourself with things. Instead of buying that new video game or buying that $300 CS2 knife, maybe wait for a couple seconds and give it to yourself as a reward for doing something that actually progresses you in your life. Once you get that promotion, buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself that PS5 Pro, buy yourself a Steam Deck, whatever you want. That right there is a leveling up item. As always, if you want to look into a little bit how I journal, I'm going to put one of my videos up here where I talk about it, because I think I'm starting to beat the dead horse a little bit too much. But please, people, please find a way to understand what you want and then find a way to help yourself achieve these goals. Because if not, you're just going to keep wasting your life playing and doing absolutely nothing. It's really easy to watch years and years go by. Almost as easy as putting 1,000 hours into a video game that you really love. Guys, real quick before we get to number 3, please hit me with a like, share, sub, comment, whatever you'd like, guys. I'm trying to speed race my way to 1,000 subs, so hopefully we can make it happen in a couple weeks or months. And if you like this type of genre or topic, let me know in the comment section so that way I can make more for you guys. All right, back to number 3. And number 3, Allen Iverson type shit. We talking about practice? We talking about practice?
We talking about practice.
Start thinking like the main character. Fellas, I know sometimes in life you may feel like an NPC, but I can promise you that you are not one of them. And if you feel like one, snap out of it now, please. Think of your favorite video game or anime character. What do you think they would do when the alarm rings? Because I know for a fucking fact that Kratos does not hit snooze. Neither does Saitama from One Punch Man, and neither does Light Yagami, okay? If you want to be the main character in your life, which you are by default, obviously, you have to start acting like one. Any character, either in movies, video games, or books, probably follows the hero's journey. And the funny thing here is that a lot of us think that once we fail once or twice, it's basically over. And it's definitely not. Any person worth watching or appreciating has failed in their life. And if not, they're fucking lying to you.
26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life.
Actually, hitting rock bottom for a lot of people is a good thing. Do you know why? Because you can only go one way, baby, and that is up. So model yourself after these people. Obviously, I don't mean literally. I don't want you to imitate what Trevor does in GTA 5 and go and start places up. But what I want you to understand is that if you love playing video games or watching movies, all these people fall and fail. It's perfectly normal. Even real life fighters and actors have slumps where they do shitty movies or they keep getting knocked the fuck out.
We all know what we've got to do. We say to ourselves, I should do it this way, or I should do this. And when you don't do that, and then you carry on, you feel, you know, like I always say, doubt is removed by action. So if you're not working, then that's where the doubt seeps in. So
the real question is, are you ready to get back up and try it again? The most important thing here is doing something with your time. You can relax and play Ghost of Yotai or Ghost of Tsushima all you want. But if you don't understand that you have to model your life after these heroes that you yourself enjoy, then what is the point of even doing it? Guys, playing video games has genuinely changed my life for the better throughout my entire life. And it's one of the most beautiful things ever when you finally are able to introduce someone who's never played games in their life to these video games. The stories, the interactions, all these things can make you question your very own mortality, life, or even thought process. But we always have to be able to relate to these people and understand why they go through the process that they do. From the Arthur Morgans of the world to the Timmy Turners, we always have to try to get better. These things can help you de-stress, spend quality time with loved ones, or just let you have fun. But like I always say, at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you're trying to get better. You can look at it through any lens you want, but as long as you try to get 1% better or 0.5% better every day, you will become a more improved human being. And that's what I think that life is about. I'm actually gonna hit you guys with the bonus tip just in case you stayed until the end. And this one is actually pretty funny. It might make sense to some people, but not everyone. Know the difference between your real life and a video game life. So for example, if you're in GTA and you have 100K and the apartment that you want to buy that day costs 100K, go buy it. It's not like you're actually going to starve. It's okay to live with $0 virtually. But sadly, we can't do this in real life. If you're living your life from debt to debt, racking up credit cards upon credit cards, maybe sit for a second and think about what you're doing and why you're doing it once more. Because sadly, that's not how life works. Rent exists, groceries exist, taxes exist, everything exists. So don't let the video game logic mess with your real life decisions, please. Because if not, you're probably gonna hit that Minecraft death screen a lot quicker than you normally would when you're playing it online. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. You already know what it is. I'll see you guys next week. Please stay safe and remember that it's absolutely fucking crazy out there, all right? Peace.
Now I'm rapping every single day. Great man, smoking on the green ganja, hey. Hey, Sean, I hit you with the spin move. Rotation, different types of water on my neck. Hydration, devil in my DM, shoot my shot just like I'm Rain Man.